Why, hello, YouTube. This is Shylock again, and this is gonna be a. I'm not sure what this is gonna be for now, but it's a Brutii campaign, very hard difficulty, as is what I usually like to do, and I'll talk about more logistical things later on. Right now, just let me. I'm just gonna talk about the gameplay. So when I usually start a campaign, the first thing I think about is how I'm going to expand. So here on the game for this campaign is basically designed so that you can actually expand pretty quickly during the first couple of turns. So during the first turn, of course, I can attack 2 settlements if you micro your boats correctly and whatnot. Both battles are pretty easy. Anyone should be able to replicate this. Well, maybe not anyone. If you have some experience in Total War games, it should be pretty easy. So one is for Salona, the other one is for Apollonia. Kind of a mouthful to say. So you start with 3 boats, and I'm gonna have 3 armies marching about. I basically just split my men, kind of like what you just saw there. I will be using my diplomat and my spy. They're gonna help me quite a bit. Like I said, I don't do live commentaries. This is since I don't think I can make them too interesting. And like what I like to watch myself is recorded afterwards. It's usually more insightful and whatnot. So that's what I will hold myself to. And so like you see me dismounting my general from the ship first. He has a lot more movement points than my infantry, and he has usually he has more than enough to lay siege to the city. And my infantry, well, might have enough to move within range of the city, but sometimes might not have enough to lay siege. So by moving the general in first, I can attack the city on this turn instead of next. So here I'm gonna go ahead with my first battle. I have a general, some hastati against a militia hoplite unit. It's been a while since I played this game, so if I'm, blacking out a bit, just excuse me for that. And some skirmisher units. I think Illyrians and some pirates. Something you will notice quickly if you play the campaign is that the AI usually deploys a unit out here. Like right there, you see that unit of skirmishers that I'm rushing to right now. You can eliminate them pretty quickly, since I don't know what the AI is thinking here. They deploy them out here and then run back into the city. So much for trying to do the same thing twice. So I'm gonna have my general unit try to catch that militia hoplite before they get into the city. Just to get their attention so they don't, and then I can pick them off later. So with these battles, the objective is not really to win per se, but to win with minimal casualties. Because well, if you take the city and chunk your army pretty good, you're not gonna be able to take another one. And well, if you've seen my past videos, I like to play my campaigns just by reckless aggression. I mean, when I don't have my troops sitting around idle, I have them attack like constantly. Well, one is a bit of a challenge. I think it's pretty fun to play the campaign that way, and I think it's pretty good to watch. It's pretty exciting to watch rather than ending turn after turn and then crushing my opponents with a 20 unit stack. So. And yeah, so here comes some unit of skirmishers, but I have cavalry, which is my general, and they're gonna have a very bad day. So another pointer I haven't talked about in a while, and that's because I really haven't had a decent opportunity, I suppose, is that generals units are very, very, very overpowered in this game. They basically, well, you can basically think of them as a constantly replenishing supply of Praetorian cavalry, more or less. Well, at least the Roman generals. Their stats are not quite as good, but early game they can serve pretty much the same purpose. like every turn they replenish their own numbers. They have 2 hit points, so you don't really have to worry about your general dying if you use them right, of course. Like don't charge straight up into pikes because that's a really bad idea. But otherwise, anything else or chariots, but anything else, your general should be fine. So here, well, my Hastati micro is pretty bad. I was trying to get them to throw some Pila, but then the hoplites got right up in their faces, so GG to me. Anyways, so here I'm gonna bring my general around, surround the units. In this battle I take a lot more casualties than I usually would like. It is kind of sloppy, but then again I haven't played this game in a while. But yeah. Sorry, it's like every time I make a commentary I have to cough. It's weird, I don't even do that in real life. So anyways, all the computer has left is some pirates. They're pretty deadly, but they will die pretty fast. I'll have my general run around to the side and do a hammer and anvil, and that should be that. In these battles, the AI usually has the tendency to run their units one at a time at you. Usually I just take advantage of that and pick off the AI units one at a time until I have a pretty easy battle at the town square. For the purposes of this Let's Play, I suppose, I usually try to rush things, so it's a bit more interesting than it usually would be. Like I said a minute ago, I wasn't too sure what this is gonna be. The reason for that is I'm not too sure if I'm gonna go through with the whole campaign. Like, either I could make this into a usual Let's Play, or I could make a small series called, I suppose, something like Opening Turns, where I play out the first 20 minutes of a campaign to the point, or maybe to the point where I know I have a significant advantage, and therefore, well, a rather early victory at that. So, if you guys would like to see like a full Let's Play, let me know, or if you want to see that little opening turns idea I had, let me know. Most YouTubers cater to the needs and wants of their viewers, and I'm not too different. So, yeah. This campaign, compared to the last one I tried to run, the Shogun one, it's a lot easier on you. You're basically swarmed with money from your start, and from the Senate, and from executing rebel scum when you take cities. So money should not be a problem. So I can pretty much constantly train up a stream of units to send in different directions. I'm gonna try to, if I'm gonna try to do a long campaign, I'm gonna try to rush it. Oh, here's one thing. Before you attack somebody, make sure you sell them your map for some money. It may not seem like much, but and usually the AI will accept some. Well, if the AI has some money, they'll just forget that. Just sell the map to the AI. It means a couple more units for you, a couple less units for them. That's always good. And now I will attack Greece. I sent my spy in first. Well, most people don't usually use this. It's that if you do it right, well, there's nothing right to do about. If your spy does it right, you can attack the city this turn. And here I get lucky. And since the garrison units are absolute crap, I can auto-resolve that battle no problems. I'm gonna send this army to attack Macedon. That might be a little difficult, yeah, but with a bit of mercenary help and good micro, it should not be a problem. And the army I have in Salona right now, I will send that up north. Maybe take out Pavatium, I don't know. We'll see if there's an opportunity. But first, I'm gonna take the 3 other settlements up there that are rebel, denying them to Dacia, Germania, or Gaul. Yeah, Gaul. Basically making me a bit stronger, making them a bit weaker. This is, of course, the second turn. I already have 4 settlements. I started with 2 on the first. This is already looking a lot, very, very good. I'm continuing to produce some units from my homelands and transferring them to my armies out front. Against stationary units like hoplites, the best thing you can do is missiles, but Velitates are beyond crap. So the next best thing is a hammer and anvil strike, and that involves a lot of cavalry. So like, I don't usually build a lot of defenses in my cities, and that's for good reason. One is that my aggression, I basically just push the AIs back so fast that they can't counterattack effectively. The other thing is I usually just leave one unit in there, not for defense per se, but for delaying purposes. To lay siege to a city, it requires at least one turn of siege before you can attack. And that is if the AI brings a sufficiently large unit army to build this required siege equipment in one turn. And during that turn or so, I could be attacking something the AI has, at which point it'll trigger some sort of retreat response. So even though my cities are horrifically garrisoned, they're beyond safe. As for economic buildings, I'm building some ports. Ports number 1, traders number 2. Actually no, ports, roads, traders, and I'm only gonna do level 1 farms because it's gonna the farms are gonna increase your population, which builds squalor, and eventually your cities will revolt because you can't build enough happiness buildings to keep your cities happy. It's just something this game, well, it came pretty early, but it was a success in the battle department. But the campaign department could use some financing, I suppose. So here I'm going to use my diplomat as a spy, and in this game you can actually see the numbers of your enemies. So Macedon has a pretty decent garrison at Larissa, but that's not my next target. My next target is Sparta. So I'm gonna take a look there, and well, I find one unit, and since Sparta is one of the cities on this whole campaign map that doesn't start with walls, that's another city for me. Yeah. So the Greeks have their army chilling on some ships, playing pirate or something. That's fine with me because I'll take their capital. I don't know what the AI is thinking there, but he's smoking some pretty damn good weed. So, 6 units against 1 unit is well, I did this, I pulled my general out first. The reason for that is I was hoping I could get lucky with my spy with Corinth, so that I could attack, you know, the same, that Corinth as well, provided my spy can open the gates, but he didn't, and that was all for naught, but it's a good idea to do so. So here I'm gonna try to rush for Thessalonica. I didn't move straight there. One because I wasn't exactly sure where the city was, and 2, I didn't want to be caught with something in the fog. So, as usual, I move my general in first to make sure I have enough movement points. I try to stay as far away from the other side as possible. There might be reinforcing units, I don't know. But if they don't have the movement points to reach me, all the better. Even if there are, though, I can probably take them. It's just that I'd rather not. Like you saw in my Venice campaign, where I had crusading stacks just rampage the map. Most of the AI armies I skipped. I basically just took out all the cities and skipped all the armies. And when all the cities were taken, the armies all turned rebel. I'm gonna do something similar to that here, but since I don't have nearly as much movement points on my armies, I'm gonna have to fight a few battles here or there. Well, I think I'm going to auto-resolve for Sparta now, or soon. Oh yeah, mercenaries, very important here. On this the difficulty level, the AI will hire them and use them against you. So even though you might not be, it might not be very smart to, financially to hire everything, it will be very smart militarily to do so. So 1 unit of Spartans, they're gonna die. And they did not get a 1-to-1 kill ratio, probably a very, very large dishonor in their society. And well, they can pay for that with their death. And here, well, like I said earlier, I did not get lucky a second time. If you could have a spy that opens gates 100% of the time, these campaigns could go by really fast. I mean, most of the backline cities the AI has are horrifically garrisoned, like 1 or maybe 2 units. So if you have a spy and a bunch of cavalry, you can just rampage the map very quickly. So I'm gonna train up some more units. Another reason why I take Greece first, well, it's easy to take, and it gives you a lot of money, and it has some training facilities already set up there, so you can train Hastati. Not that you can't build it up in Italy, it just takes some time. And time, well, in my campaigns is very valuable. Time is money, and money is a lot of other things. And the more money you have, well, the easier the campaign will be. So here I'm attacked by a Macedonian army, a pretty significant one at that. I think I am. I think the power bar shows something along the lines of 2 versus 3. But I never take the power bar too seriously, and I'm gonna go ahead with this one. So my plan for this, well, the AI, what the AI usually does is it doesn't combine their armies first, but they're just gonna attack with whatever they have at first, and then attack with whatever that's reinforcing. So essentially, I'm gonna have 2 battles on my hands. Here I'm not doing this to hill camp per se, although it is part of it. Looking at the from the campaign map, I know my reinforcing armies is gonna come out like right behind where I'm deploying, and the hill camping thing is just a happy coincidence, I suppose. So I'm gonna deploy my skirmishers right in front of my pikemen, so the AI will be tempted to charge them. And if I micro everything correctly, at the last second I can pull them back behind my pikemen, so the AI will be charging my pikemen. And if you're a cavalryman, that is the worst thing that could happen. It basically just ruins your day. I'll deploy my velites off to the side a bit, with my melee infantry in the very back, so they can kind of have a pseudo charge when the enemy comes. So at this point, the AI is pretty close to me. I cut out the part where they were just walking towards me. That's no fun, right? The AI just comes straight at you. There's nothing maneuvering about it, so yeah. I'm gonna launch my cavalry against theirs because, well, if I attack theirs first, I get a charge bonus. In addition, the AI doesn't really react to what I'm about to do, so it's basically a free unit for me. I'm gonna advance down the center. Well, basically because I had nothing else to think about at this point. The AI is charging uphill. I'm gonna pull my peltasts back at the, well, maybe not the last moment, but I think I timed that one pretty good. So now the AI cavalry is attacking my phalanxes, and that's gonna go horrifically for them. I didn't have another unit of cavalry to spare to come at them from behind, so they're gonna get away. But my cavalry are a bit preoccupied at the moment. Those Macedonian cavalry are pretty damn good, and they can take down a pretty good chunk of my army before they go down, which gets me thinking, why haven't the developers included Macedon in the number of allowable factions, even though they obviously wrote up some parts of their story and probably originally intended for it to be playable. But I think it's because the fact that Macedon is just a little overpowered. They start with 4 settlements and quite a bit of army. It's probably going to be very easy if you play as Macedon. So, and there goes one of the AI generals. Some of their cavalry is coming back from routing, and that's perfect because I want to kill everything off so that I can take Thessalonica this turn. So basically, if in a field battle for a city, if you eliminate the enemy units down to, like, every unit down to like maybe 5 men, well, with the exception of the general unit, you have to make sure the general dies. Then you basically the enemy army dissolves and you walk into the city just like that. That's to save myself a turn. I'm gonna try to do that. And unlike Shogun, you're gonna have to manually chase down a lot of units. if you end the battle as soon as you win, there's gonna be a lot of AI units escaping you, and you're not gonna be very happy after that. So that's what I'm doing. Yay, chasing down routing units. It does give your guys some experience, so that's always useful. The leveling scheme for this game is that every level you get like a one point stat boost. So, yeah, so in this game leveling is very good, unlike the later games where I think 3 levels give you 1. That's medieval, I think, and the other ones I'm not too sure about. So here's the second AI army. I think that's their king. So a very dangerous unit of cavalry is coming my way, and 2 pike or hoplite units. Yeah, 1 pike, 1 hoplite. So the plan here is to give the enemy cavalry a tempting target to charge at. I'm not gonna just rush in with my own because my own is kind of depleted at this point. And so I'm gonna just do the same thing. I'm gonna stand my peltasts right in front of my pikes, so they will get charged, and at the last moment try to pull them back. I'll have everything else off to the side, so that as soon as the AI general come in this time, I won't make the mistake of not hammering him from behind. Well. After this battle, this video is pretty much going to be over, so I'll just talk about some logistical stuff for now. I'm probably going to continue with the Follow the Samurai one. I don't sense there's a lot of excitement for that one, so which is why I've started this. We'll see. Like tell me what you guys want to see, and I'll see what I can do. So another thing about the delay, well, There's just some stuff I have to do, in addition to the fact that there's other games that I wanted to play. So I just did some Untitled War related stuff, and well, I didn't think the videos for those would be quite as interesting as I could make it for Total War, so I didn't put them up. But I see like some of the smaller YouTubers channels were not quite as dedicated as, say, maybe Prince of Macedon or maybe Herod Carthage. So if you guys want to like see like random stuff, then I suppose I'll start putting those up. So, and this battle is pretty much over. The enemy is routing. I'm making sure to chase them down, and their morale is utter crap at this point. So as soon as my units touch that unit from behind it, they're gonna run, and there you have it. After this, Macedon will be a joke. This was like the bulk of their strength. I've taken it down with like a third of my own, and in the next video, if this continues, I will be mopping up what is left of Macedon and most of what is left of Greece. And well, right now I'm estimating that I could probably keep this campaign under 30, maybe under 20, but that'd be very difficult. We'll see. I'm gonna try to rush this, of course, and thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and I'll see you next time.
Orders! Orders! Imperator! Forward! Imperator! Sir! Forward! General! Engage the enemy! Victory! This land is Roman!